Good evening, guys. Happy Wednesday to one and all. It's me, my right hand, left hand man. I'm on the Junior in the house. Guys, we're going to be talking Hojlund. Yep, they've done a verbal bid. Can somebody please explain to me what a verbal bid is? And we're going to do the preview of the Real Madrid game. A little bit more of a friendly than the Arsenal game, but it's still a game that I don't want to lose. So, guys, let's get this show on the road. OMONDI, how are we?
Yeah, man. You were doing a solo last night on your own. Thanks everyone for tuning in and supporting Mr. B. I hear you had some problem talking. You had to, on a bit of medication thing, but you got through it. You got through it.
Yes, I'm back to talking proper fart now, not concentrate on keeping my mouth from hurting. So yeah,
you heal up fast, Mr. B.
Listen, man, if you know how much stuff I took yesterday, boy. But look, it is what it is. It is what it is. I got a game that I want to watch tonight, so yeah, I needed to make sure that I was I'm in full spirits, you know.
Good. So, Mr. B, I mean, I've been missing for a day, and obviously we played against Wrexham. And let me just clarify one thing. This is not been getting a lot of heat from fans, rival fans. They've been saying to me, you lost. Especially Arsenal fans, because we beat them. They come back saying, you lost to Wrexham. And I'm saying to them, no, we had 10 men, and it was only Johnny Evans, who's 35 years old. The rest of them are young youths. So it's like, are you going to cover every single youth game, women's game, under 23s game, and start ripping us if we lose, you know? So I'm a bit confused by that. Do you see that as, even though it's Man United playing, it might as well have been Man United under 23s.
May have been me and you playing in a Man United shirt on Monday.
Yeah,
that's what it would have been. Yeah, there's no. All right. They always say pre-seasons have no bearing on you know. But if Arsenal had won, then it would have had a bearing. Let's not get it twisted. It would have been a whole different mood on their channels and in the conversations that we would have been having. It was an under 21 team with Johnny Evans. But look, if that's what they want to beat us with, I have no problem. We know. You know what the deal is. If they want to assume that that's the team that's going to be, no problem. It's absolutely no problem at all.
The second thing I want to ask you, Mr. B, it's like in Spain, like Real Madrid have Castilla and Barcelona got Barcelona B. They have their young teams playing in competitive leagues, maybe league below or a couple of leagues down. Now, Wrexham have come up through the conference. They're now in Division 2. Division 3. So is that the level?
It's 2. Championship Division 1, Division 2. No, Division 2.
It's Division 3.
No, Division 2.
Used to be 4 divisions. Take away the Premiership, now there's 3.
No, they've got Championship plus 1 and 2 in it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah. Okay, so Division 2. Do you think, because I used to make this argument that to get more competitive, our young team or our under 23 should be playing in the second division or something, Division 2. And that was about right when you see Wrexham senior men against boys. They got beat, but that's maybe the level that they would learn at. Do you think there's still an argument to sort of say put our B team or our under 23s in the league somewhere? No?
No. Okay. Loan them out. I'm not. I mean, I know it did change. I know they did change it. You know, systems have changed. But no, I quite like it the way it is. But I'll be honest. I just like routine. So maybe if it changes and becomes something else, I say, oh yeah, they should have done this ages ago. But no, I'm quite happy to leave things the way they are.
I just run through a few comments. We've got Stephanie in the house saying, just smash my like, but I'm not able to join us live. It's a shame. Have a good one and help Mr. B tonight for sure. I will. R.I.P. Sinead O'Connor, and nothing compares to you. Yeah, 54, I think she was quite young, isn't it, to pass away? I don't know what happened there. But yeah, R.I.P. And also want to shout out Chris Bart Williams. I used to love him as a player, and he passed away really young as well the other day. So being with Trevor Francis as well, 2 top footballers we've lost recently. So yeah, condolences to their families. Bilal, how you doing, man? He says hi. And a special request from me to say big up to Solo. Solo, go on, you say it first.
No, I'm gonna say Bilal and Hydro yesterday. They were absolutely no help to me, bruv. Listen, man. I asked them to help me with their team. Man's coming out with, what did he come out with? Stam? Was it Stam? That generation of players, both of them in there yesterday. So Hydro and Bilal, thanks for yesterday, man. Sorry.
And I want to say big up Solo. End of an era this week for you, isn't it? With your current job and everything. Big up to you, man. You've done a wonderful service and thing. And yeah, give us a phone call when you've got some free time. We want to big you up. Big up to Red Devils TV. Go subscribe. He's saying good evening. And Bilal saying verbal agreement is when they verbally agree. Simple things.
Yeah, verbally. I don't understand why. If they verbally agreed, why don't they just go in with a proper bid? Why do they have to ask them first to say? So does that mean that as soon as this bid that they've agreed verbally, there should be no haggling, no argument. The bid should go in, they should accept it, and it should be done.
Yeah,
right?
You're not going to proceed with the bid if you don't think it's going to be done. If you verbally agree, say yeah, it's on verbally agreement,
okay.
Agreement. All right, we're going to get it done contractually next.
Okay, so does that mean then that the price and the terms of the payment has been agreed? Right. See, and this is my point. Yeah, okay. Right. So what are you verbally agreed? I want to buy your player. Yes, we know that. And we're not in Italy. We're not in the Man United board. So what are they verbally agreeing? This is my point.
Let's get on to that, because that's maybe so we can get some answers. Ed Mayhem saying verbal agree, like here, pal. I'll give you 60 million for this kid. Okay. Although Romano has reported they want at least 70 million aside from the big up guys. So he's saying, yeah, it's to do with the price. A verbal agreement. That's what, according to Ed Mayhem. Big up to Sigmund as well. He said, evening, guys. This is a game I think we can enjoy. Talk about Real Madrid, I imagine. Not about the result, but more about Onana and patterns of play from back to front or front to back, for sure. Ed Mayhem again said, on Monday, it's a fan thing, I think. United fans are ripping Liverpool for the 4-4, for drawing 4-4. That's how it goes every pre-season. We win, it's only a friendly. We lose, it's the most important game. That's exactly the argument I've been having. Of course, Wrexham in League 2. Thank you for that. That's Ed Mayhem. Bilal saying it was our Papa John's trophy team. Big up to RJ. How you doing? Big up to Vincent Bullock. He's saying no. My answer, no, is my answer, because I will be team could end up meeting at a team in the FA Cup. He's saying there. Game tonight is late. Yeah, 1:30, isn't it, Mr. B? Hydro's in the building as well to give you more hell. He's laughing here, saying rude. Obviously, rest in peace, Trevor Francis, first £1 million player, although it was just under 1 million, I think it was. And Big T's in the house. Did this channel ask if it should comment on the club today? I do not fully understand the tweet.
Did this channel
ask if it should comment on the club today? I did not fully understand. I didn't understand that comment, to be honest. Big T, help us out. Elon Musk effing around with Twitter, he believes. Okay, and big up to Matthew Bassett and Vincent saying here about, just want to say the Man United agenda, thank you for the beautiful tweet you sent me.
Big man, do you know what? It understand certain times. I'm gonna call you out, Vincent. Certain times in life, you meet people who do things and don't expect nothing in return. And Vincent, you've helped me immensely over the last 3 or 4 days with doing what you're doing. So, bro, from the heart, thank you very, very much. Really, really appreciate it, man.
Thank you, Vincent. Real top bloke. And big up to Man United, another top bloke. He's saying good evening, blokes. Good evening, fellas or lads. And Matthew Bassett, another top bloke as well. All of you guys are top people. We appreciate you. So let's get into this. Before we do, we've got a message from Solo. He will call me tomorrow, and I will be coming Saturday for his last show as well. So hear that, guys. Make sure you tune in on Saturday. All right, Mr. B, what we got on the agenda today?
Why? Hojlund and this verbal bid thing. But look, forget about the verbal bid. With some people, you lot are trying to explain it to me. I'm not bothered about that now. It's the price. I want 60 million. 60 million. I'm hearing is 50 plus 10. That's what we want to do. Now, does that get that over the line? 1, 2, if it's a verbal bid. Forget all of that verbal bid stuff. Are we going to get our man on Monday?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Look, long gone are the days where we're messing around with De Jong and all that kind of thing. We've learned lessons from that. We don't make the same mistakes twice. I remember we won and lost against Arsenal. We won and lost against City. We won and lost against Liverpool. These things happen. So we learn. This is what I'm saying. We don't lose. We learn a lot of the time. So last season, when we might have said, "Oh, we lost out in the transfer market to Frankie De Jong," it wasn't a loss. It was a learning thing. So this season, we're seeing development on the pitch and in the transfer market as well. We're actually making signings and not really messing around, Mr. P. And that's why you can breathe easy, knowing, say, Mount's been gone through the door. We've got Onana come through the door. And whoever else, I don't know who else we signed this season, but they're all coming through. And there's no delay, no problems, no problem. There's a tune by New Edition said, "Mr. Telephone Man, there's something wrong with my line. When I dial my baby's number, I get a click every time." We're not getting that click every time. We're not getting hung up on. We're making deals, whether it's verbally on the phone, verbal agreement, Mr. B, and then it goes through, boop, 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 and we sign the paperwork. It's going over the line. I'm really happy about that, to be honest. It seems like one thing after another. We're not rushing, getting it all done at once. We focus on one deal, right? We're going to focus on Mount. Get over the line, bam. And then we're going to focus on Onana. Get over the line, bam. Then we're going to focus on the next guy. And, the forward now, Hojlund or Hojlund, with the verbal agreement or whatever. We're getting it over the line, bam. Do you understand what I'm saying, Mr. B? I'm happy with what we're seeing. We have to really give praise to the changes that we're seeing, the positive changes around our club. Because how long have we complained about what's going on behind the scenes with scouting, with transfer dealings and all that kind of thing? We're not messing around. Now, I know we're going to talk about the price, but I think the standard for a guy who's 20 years old and got a high ceiling and one of the most top prospects out there. I've been digging a lot more research, and I do believe, if you look at the data that he's showing compared to other people his age, he's a top player, and he's proved it by playing for Atalanta with the stats he's doing. If we compare him to other top players, the only one he can't compare to is Haaland, who's just extreme. But he's got better attributes than Haaland, with more touches, more running in the channels, more better hold up play. Not just scoring goals. You understand what I'm saying? So there's a lot more to his game, and I'm really happy with getting him. And I think most of all, like I just said before, I'm really happy with our development. We're not messing around anymore. We're getting deals over the line, and that's the most important thing as a club, especially in pre-season. So we can start the season, everyone well trained, everyone settled in, bedded in, and we can attack the season as we mean to, like the old days.
Well, look, we spoke about obviously incomings. It seems to be that they might be actually selling players as well. Obviously Fred. Well, okay. Look, Fred, we've sold the dibby ones. We're talking about the ones who we actually want out of the first team, the ones that we moan about every week. Fred seems like he's going to be going for 15 to 20 mil. McTominay is a strange one. Obviously West Ham have got money to burn, and they had a bid for Gallagher turned down for 40 million. So it sounds like they may well be coming in for McTominay, but we priced him at 40 million. And I'm hearing people lose their mind. I'm not being funny. That's what you do. We price him at 30 million. We're gonna get him for 20 million. So if you price him at 40 and we get 30, everybody's happy, no?
Yeah, probably. I think the Fred deal, I think, is a bit cheap. He's 30 years old, but he's an Brazilian international midfielder. Would you say 15 to 20 million he's going for?
50, I'll say closer to 15. Okay. He has only got 1 year.
Over the line. Alanga for 15, 20 million. I think that's acceptable, really. These players are going. That's what we want them to. We want them to leave and move on and think. Charlie Savage went out the door. Zan Iqbal's gone. So transfers are moving. But like you said, the two key ones are Fred and McTominay. Mac Fred, no more takeaways, well, not your show. I'm not talking about your Friday night show takeaway. I'm talking about takeaway food, as in Mac Fred, that burger that we just didn't like to dine out on in midfield, did we? Especially you. You called them what? Matt, not Flurry. You know, got Matt Flurry.
I will no longer have to use those words. They will never utter from my mouth again. So no,
I'll say it for you. Mac Fuckeries. That's what you called them. So yeah, both these players. I mean, you must be buzzing. Transfer going over the line, and Mac Fuckeries is coming out the club.
If you know, it's mad when Ollie came in. Ollie got rid of Fellaini, right? Was it Ollie that got rid of Fellaini? Yeah. Was it? Yeah. So it, you know, we as fans have players who we tend to dislike for whatever reason, and when a manager comes in and gets rid of them, it's like extra kudos points. But Ten Hag is doing it. He's brought in the 5 or the 6 that he brought in last year. But all of them, even Malacia, who was a bit, all of them were great signings. He's now got Mount over the line.
Yep.
He's now got Onana over the line. Mm-hmm. He's now looking to get Hojlund over the line. He has total control of the transfers to me because he seems to, everything is, he's contacted them. So listen, he's just saying to them, look, you know, these bitches are slow. Just hold tight. Everything's going to be all right. You know what I mean? So I just think right now, we're in a good place on Monday. We're in a good place. Yes, I've got one up here about the deals saying, yeah, it's quicker, but we still do one at a time. Look, I'd rather be quick doing it one at a time than we try and rush and we don't get nothing done. So look, you know, at the beginning of the window, I know there's a lot of people, we haven't bought our bloody striker. Listen, things don't have to be done in order as long as it's all completed before the start of the season. That is the most important thing, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm feeling I'm in a good place at the moment, man.
All right, let's just talk about what the people in the comments are saying about all of this. We would love to interact with you guys and see what you are saying about these deals and what's going through. Big up Zoe Media House. Sky News reporting that Amrabat talks have begun. See, it's one at a time. We must be getting this deal over the line with the guy. Matthew Bassett saying 55 million plus 10 million add-ons and we'll get the deal done. Man United saying here, can't wait to get back to Old Trafford for the FC Lens game next month. So that's next month seems a long way away. It's only like next week, isn't it? In August. Don't forget, guys, this Saturday night, it will be Solo's last show. He's saying I'll be getting people on and off the show. So make sure you, if you want to join in, he will put that a link. So if you want to jump on the show on Saturday night, it's going to be a free-for-all and a chance to sort of give thanks and praise to the one and only Solo. Big up, Solo. Need PSV to focus on Vlahovic. That's from Matthew Bassett, to sort of, because they have been sniffing around our sort of signings. Emma saying, to be fair, we also had a verbal agreement for Inter in Nana. We just had to wait for the paperwork to be done. Okay, so that's the way it's going these days. Also want to say hi to Zoe Media House. Matthew Bassett again saying, what's the expectations of Hojlund if we sign him? Do you want to just jump on that one?
Look, I would take, goals wise, I would take. He scored 9 at Atlanta and they don't create. We're going to be creating 15 goals minimum in all for all of the games that he plays. As long as he don't play 15 games, but if he plays, 30 games, I would like to think that he's going to score 15. We'll get 15 goals out of him next season.
Okay, yeah. I don't know about goals. I just think contribution is the most important thing. Don't raise the bar too high. Expect too much from him. I just think he will fit our play. And I think when see him holding him up, linking up play, becoming a team player straight away, he's got the attributes to do it. And I wanted to bed in, settle in. And then so by the time it's October, November, we're looking at him as a first team starter, maybe, and a real great attribute for us in Europe and in the Premiership as well. Really exciting, isn't it, to see this guy coming through? Our transfers could have been included quicker, but it's only one deal at a time, says Saragon. Man United saying here, 25 for Fred. To be honest, he's half decent. He's laughing, actually. Bilal saying, had a Mac Fred Miro a couple of times. Not a tasty meal, I imagine. Box saying here, I'm refusing to talk about any future transfers until the Glazers are gone. So, yeah.
Fair enough, Box. Fair enough. You sound like Rebel.
Man United saying, the final details been agreed with both clubs for the transfer of Fred. He's not part of plans for the future. Okay, so you've done a good service, our Fred. Saragon saying here, should be getting 25 million for Fred. He's a seasoned international. Scott, he wants 40 million for. That's Saragon's estimations. Galatasaray still interested in Fred, says Emma. He's probably going there. Dean Henderson shouldn't be loaned out again, says Man United. Flex Felix, how you doing? Can't get more than 10 million for Fred. His contract will expire in a year. Okay, that's another factor we didn't consider. Boxer say I don't trust Sky Sports. They're about 6 days behind the curve. Across the pond, how you doing? What's up, my Red Devil dudes? We're good, man. Big up to Across the Pond Sports. I love you. Emma's saying here, looking like it's going to be going. He's going to Forest, either permanent or loan with an obligation to buy that star keeper. And Ed Mayhem saying here, Box should agreed. We should be doing everything to get Kane. Here we go. That's the Mr. B's been feeding everyone that story. Armandio, can we see the Man United shirt? Shirt return in the background. You've got Mr. B with quite a lot of Man United stuff in the background. Okay, I've got a shirt. Oops, I can't show it now without moving my screen. But can you see? Can you see it? Can you team view? Can you see? It's a struggle.
We know it's there. We know it's there. Yeah.
And I've got my red one as well, but I walked to 5 side the other day, so it's dirty and stinking, so I can't be hanging it up anymore. Another one here from Cross the Pond. Anyone a good hardcore fan out there getting his sleep, or are they staying up for Real Madrid? We're probably staying up for the Real Madrid game. We watching along with Chelsea versus Newcastle and Real Madrid versus Man United. They're doing a watch along, so go and check them out. And then Pestia, the Resistance, the Arsenal versus Barca. All these top class games. It's good. USA getting top football right now. Oh, sorry, Box, you were joking. I bit big time on that. I want Kane right now, says Box as well. Big up to Jimmy Mackey saying any news on when Kane arrives. Mr. B, have you been texting people in the comments?
Look, as I said, if we listen, it's not just me who's got this feeling on Monday. It's you that doesn't have the feeling, bro. This is what I'm saying. 48 hours before the transfer window, if he hasn't gone, get ready to do the Kane shuffle, bro. I'm telling you, yeah. Get ready to do it. Get ready to do it. You know what? We talk about staying up for the game. I think I will. I'll try and watch it. There's no chance it's going to be a watch along for me to go fall asleep like Christopher King used to do on TikTok when he was doing his lives. You wake up six hours later.
God,
you know what I mean? But look, guys, while we're here, obviously we've got Real Madrid tomorrow, tonight, later. Solo's not here, but he's left us with his solo 11. And to be fair, I actually think it's pretty good for a change. Let me get that banner off there. So
I like the graphics, by the way.
So you can see the whole
thing.
So
it's from left to right. I like the graphics a lot.
Let me why can't I get this bloody down?
You remind me now, since you become a computer expert with this technical stuff, you remind me of Gus, which was played by Richard Pryor in Superman 3. He was a technical genius as well. Remember him?
I don't know about the genius. But,
your graphics are genius right now. I'm really impressed.
Guys,
what do you think of the graphics?
A lot of this is down to Mr. Vincent Bullock. So yeah, this is why I always got to show love to these people.
Vincent, thank you. Yeah. Thank you. I really love this.
So right, look, he's gone strong. Anana. Can you actually see who they are?
Yeah.
You can't you? So he's got Anana, Shaw, Martinez, Varane, and Wan-Bissaka. I mean, has Dalot kicked a ball in pre-season?
He played second half the other day against Arsenal, didn't he?
Mount, Casemiro, Bruno, Anthony, Sancho, and Rashford. I mean, I think that's the strongest team that we could have put out, to be fair.
Yeah, I like the side. I think, look, we know there's no such thing as friendlies. We put up a strong team against Arsenal and we beat them. We're playing Real Madrid, and this is going to be a massive game. I mean, I've watched them against Milan the other day, and they went 2-0 down, actually. There's a few defensive frailties there. 2-0 down, and they came back and won 4-3. They don't have any strikers. Obviously, Benzema's gone. They brought in the signing Joselu, but he's 33 years old. And beyond that, their strikers consist of their attacking midfielders or their wide men. And we know with Vincent Jr. and that sort of thing. So I think it's going to be a really interesting game to watch. I think we've stepped up. We've levels above now than what we used to be. I think we can handle this team, nothing to fear. And I think there's a responsibility to go through the result with the team that we've got out. There's no excuses why we can't go out there and be confident and say, yeah, we can beat Real Madrid. The Real Madrid are going through a transition, Mr. B. their signings this year, they brought in Jude Bellingham. That was £103 million. English player. Don't know if he's going to play though. But Brahim Diaz, he's come back off loan from AC Milan. And the defensive midfielder called Blanco. And they've got Fran Garcia. He's their new left back. They got Mendy and him, Garcia and Fran Garcia. And they also brought that young, beautiful talent, left-footed Turkish midfielder who's only 18 years old from Fenerbahce, Gula, who's a wonder kid, absolute wonder kid. So I don't know if he's going to get the action, but you know what they've got in Valverde in midfield. He scored a brace of goals the other day, and they're shooting from outside the box. And he looks really good. He can run all day and boss the midfields with his legs and his drive and his talent. I think you got Modric, you got Toni Kroos there in midfield. You also got the young French boys as well, Tutameli, Mendy, and the left-footed guy as well, Canavinga. So they're full of talent, aren't they? The only thing I'd say is that I think AC Milan done really well in defensive situations, really compact, and sort of restricted them. They only conceded goals from outside the box, long shots, and one goal that went under the goalkeeper. So I think there's nothing to fear attacking wise, but you've got to be mindful of the pacing behind with the wingers and the forwards like that with Vincent, especially Vinny's goal was brilliant the other day. He ran in from behind, a bit like Rashford, who showed his pace and scored. But I think we've got enough to beat them, to be fair. And it's going to be really, really interesting game to see two heavyweights like this go head to head.
See, you make me want to stay up. I'm so worried about the alarm not going off. You know, one of them ones you think, oh, I'll get up right at the beginning, and you hit the snooze before you know it's 5 to 5, and I'm supposed to be up at work. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy this one. Like you on Monday, does score matter? It probably does if we do win, but I would like to dominate them. Well, if we go out with a strong team at the beginning, I want to see us play our way. I want to see us play the way that Ten Hag wants to play. That I want us to impose our style on them. Man City imposed their style on them, and they didn't get a sniff. I don't expect us to do what Man City did, and it is pre-season, but we shouldn't be that counter-attack team. If you see what I mean, when we've got the ball, we should be able to open them up and do what he wants us to do when we've got, it might take a little bit of time to get it back, but once we get it back, I don't expect us to be giving it straight back to them after 4 or 5 passes. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, totally agree. I mean, look, systems win games, as we say, and I think our system is getting up there to like elite levels. I think Real Madrid, maybe that's where they're lacking, maybe rely a bit too much on individuals. Benzema's out as well. He was a key player for them. I don't think they realise how key he was for them. And that's a big miss, in my opinion, because no one can replace Benzema, especially the guy they brought in, 33-year-old Spanish international. I don't think it's going to work. So I think we need to be confident, guys. I think we should be after what we did to Arsenal the other day. I think we're going to win this game. And I think we're going to show another level of concentration in all phases of play when we're on the back foot, soak them up, be compact, restrict them, and then play our football, like you said, Mr. B, in the final third with the little rotations we have with Mount as well and the pressing abilities we have to put them under pressure. I think we've got enough there that they should be really concerned.
Oh, I like that. See, again, you're giving us the hype to. So look, we got, we are going to go a score prediction. I know on the score prediction, guys, when you do put it in, I just want to know what are you looking for in the game? You know, if you're giving us a 2-2, let us know. You know, what are you going to be happy with? I'm looking for patterns of play. I'm looking for chance creation. That's what I want to see, and I want to see us dominating the football. All right, we might not dominate, but let's not have 20% possession. You know what I mean? Let it be on the 45, 55 in the first half or whatever. Then once he makes the changes, if it changes, that's what I want to see. So yeah, I'm gonna actually. I think we're gonna. Yeah, I always think we're gonna win. I'm not gonna go 3-1. I'll actually go 2-1. 2-1 United.
I'm going 1-0 because I think the defensive side of things, we haven't conceded a goal all pre-season just yet.
You know what? You know what? On Monday, you're right. You're right with the zip, but we're 2-0. I'll go 2-0, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I just think 1-0 against Real Madrid. There might be changes, obviously, in the second half. But just about, like you said, it's about sort of representing if your players coming on the second half to ensure. Because I've looked at the squad of Real Madrid. They haven't got a big, deep squad on this tour. And the majority of players have probably got like 18, 19 players, I believe. And beyond that, when you look deep, when you scratch the bench, there's not enough players there of quality. They've got the new guys coming in, young guys. So I don't think we've got too much to be concerned about. Kane is levels above Martial and Rashford and Anthony and Hojlund, says Box. Obviously, they're talking about Kane in the comments. Let's shout Anana. Let's talk about Anana, Mr. B, quickly, because this might be his first game, a debut game against Real Madrid.
I'm hoping he plays. I don't. I'm on there. I don't want Heaton to play. We've spent the money on the goalie. Get him in the side so that the team can understand what he's doing. I never watched training videos on YouTube. There was a training video, and I for about 10 minutes, I just watched it. Why am I watching the training video of Anana in goal? You know what I mean? I'm really happy that we've got him, and I want to see him start today. So I want to see how.
Yeah. So you're looking for distribution, clearly. Is that what you?
Yeah. That's the part of it that I want to see. Yes, you're dead right. Those balls ping to the halfway line on the turn, and then it's Rashford 1-on-1 or Anthony 1-on-1. You know what I mean? How much time I sit down, I see Alisson, boom, effortlessly passing the ball out. And others can do that with both feet.
Yeah.
With both feet. I don't want to see him do these step overs and these semi flip flaps. Not yet. I don't want to see that in the first game. I don't think I can handle that. But the passing and the distribution, and I want to see how high we play. I want to see how high up the pitch we actually play.
Okay. Interesting today, because when I watched Real Madrid against Milan the other day, Vincent Jr., who usually plays on the left, was playing on the right-hand side majority of the time. He's mixing it up. Is he trying to run away from Wan-Bissaka? That's a question. That'd be a great duel, wouldn't it? I mean, Vinny's. I saw what he did to Trent a couple of seasons ago. He really put it on him. And what I really rate about Vinny as well, he will wind you up. He's got no care for people's reputations or trying to be nice. He will get in your face, wind you up, and push your buttons. Do you think he can get any change out of our very own Wan-Bissaka, the best man defender in what?
That's the that's one of them that I'm looking forward to. I really am. But again, look, he might play him on the right so that Wan-Bissaka doesn't know too much about him. Listen, we might meet him in the champ. We don't know about the group stage. You might get them in the group stage of the Champions League. Don't want to show them. We don't want to show them too. I say we don't want to show them too much. I want Wan-Bissaka to munch his blow. I'm telling you, man. Yeah, just done his dance tonight. Yeah, I better be playing up against Shaw in the next game, man.
Just a couple of scores. You asked for it, Mr. B, and they're providing it. It's Man United saying 3-2, which sounds like an exciting game. That's definitely worth staying up for if it's 3-2 tonight. Big up Man United. Vincent saying 3-0 United. A lot of domination. That's what I'm looking for. Goals, he's saying. Jimmy Max going 2-2. So a friendly draw. Rajat saying 3-1 to Madrid. Can everyone give him a boo in the comments, please? That's not allowed on our prediction show. We're not allowed to bet against United or predict against us. 3-0 United. Thanks, Paul Tierney, for leveling it up. Good link up play and 1-2s. Yeah, that's simple, effective football. Let's open them up. Valverde was too good when they were playing Milan. Yeah, 2 goals. Brace. They were really good. Cormac is saying, how are we all doing? Let's go United. I want to say big up to Cormac. He's got game surname Maguire, and that's why I like him so much. But Cormac, I haven't seen you for a while. I hope you're doing well, bro. And I hope you can stay up as well and watch the friendly tonight. We've got a question here. Should we take a question? All right. It's from Anthony Herbert, Arsenal fan, also part of the Friday night takeaway. When you turn up, Anthony, he's saying here, question, lads. How many more players do you think we need to challenge for the league? So, I mean, key players, I imagine you're saying here. Well, so if we get Amrabat ahead of Hojlund, how many more players do you think we need? Key players.
I'll be honest. I don't see us if we get Hojlund and Amrabat, I think we'll be in with that not solidifies top 4, but that gives us a good running. If we get Harry Kane on top of what we've bought, then hands down. So I think it depends on who we buy.
Okay.
I think it depends on who we buy.
Harry Kane would be massive compared. Like then we could start seriously talking about transfer. I mean the league title. Wan-Bissaka will pocket Junior, said Jimmy Mack. If he plays on the other side, Shaw is in for a rough ride. Box wants to see a clean sheet. Box is also in 1-0. That's my scoreline, Box. We've also got a 2-1 here from Brian. He's saying 2-1 to United, obviously. Unlike who was it earlier? Bet against us. Boo! Yeah, you tell them be loud about betting against United on our show. 1-0 United, says Emma. Onana, 2 minutes in. Okay. That means
Ramping.
Just letting you guys know, Man United just let us know. And Box is 1:30. Boo, get out of here, says Paul as well. Thank you. I think one centre forward and Amrabat. That's Box responding to Andy Herbert about his spying on us, isn't he? He's going to run back to Arsenal and tell them what we're building. Kidding, 3-2 United. There you go. We replace those boos with cheers now because Rajat has changed his mind. We don't do that on here. Matthew Bassett says 2-1 here as well. Want to say hi, and I always miss you, Carl, Niall. I just want to say, Niall Kane, we're talking about Kane, but Niall, you're one of the regulars. Really do appreciate all the support you give us on the channel. Everyone big up Niall Kane. Always comes on, always supports us, and enough respect to you. I can't see what your profile picture is, though. It looks like a training ground or a stadium or something. I'm not sure. Maybe you can tell us what's going on there. 2-1 United. I don't know if I've done that, but match from Matthew Bassett. And imagine Harry Kane, although I felt the same way about Ronaldo. That's from Cormac. And finally, Amrabat is a baller, destroyer. Scares me if you get him. So there you go. That's from an Arsenal fan.
There you go. Well, look, I'm glad that you're scared. Mr. Herbert, I hope that you will be on Friday. Oh, there you go. That's what I was looking for. That's exactly what I was looking for. I will see you on Friday. I did have backup this week just in case you decided to blow me off like you did last week, but it's not a problem. It's not an issue. It should be a good one on Friday, to be fair. But Omondi, is there anything else you want to talk about? Any other business before we depart?
Yeah, I just want to say, look, I remember this time last year we were the shows weren't as positive because there's a lot going on, a lot of change. A year on now, we can reflect and say, okay, I'm doing these shows feeling a lot better. I'm really positive. I'm a positive person generally anyway, but at the moment I'm looking at it and saying, And now I was boasting up when we beat Arsenal because I wanted to slap them up, but we really dominated that game. Don't underestimate Arsenal weren't playing at their best. They really tried to win, but we shut them down. If we shut down Real Madrid tonight, it's only going to stir up more ambition, more confidence from the fan base, and this is what we want to see. And I do believe we're going to win tonight at 1:30 in the morning. Check it out. There won't be a watch along. Just watch it yourselves and try not to fall asleep. But if we do win, Mr. B, tomorrow night's show will be a different kind of energy. It's building, bruv. Every night it's getting warmer and warmer. The heat is building, and we're building. And I think Man United agenda is a blessing after 10 years to be in a position, doing a great channel like this, be in a position to actually go into a season knowing that you could actually be doing something special. And this is historic for us because we get to do shows every day, mess around with you guys in the comments. You guys are always welcome to come on as well. Don't forget that. Let's make this an historic year because I think it's going to be really special. Let's do it, guys.
Oh, I love that. Guys, and with that, and with those kind words from Omondi, we are going to bid you farewell. But
before you do, just big up Jeff because he's on his way to the stadium to watch the game.
Oh, he is. Oh, Jeff. Big up, man. Safe journey, my friend. Safe journey, my friend.
Enjoy. Vlog for the channel, please.
Do they do what's that? Those tailgates, or is it like the English one where you just walk straight in and straight out? You have your tailgate parties, don't they? And all of that malarkey. But look, Jeff, be safe, man.
Jeff will probably walk in with his ref uniform and get him for free.
Saturday. Solo's last show, guys, 8:30. If you can tune in and show him all the support, show him all the love, because to be honest, boy, this is his brainchild, and if it wasn't for him, me and Monday wouldn't be here, and you guys wouldn't be talking to us in the chat. So if you are available on Saturday night, even if it's for 5 minutes, just drop that comment and show him the love, man. If you are still here, please hit that like button and the subscribe button. we will be back for the for a reaction tomorrow. Give it time to ferment because you know we all work and we've got other things to do during the day. There's no chance there's going to be a watch along tonight. As I said, I'm not interested in falling
But there
asleep
is
and
with Across the Pond.
across the pond. There you go.
Armory
Can
TV?
can we drop the link in? Is there any way a link can be put in it before we across the pond? See if you can get the link in before you go.
Guys, go and check out Across the Pond. We're going to find out where he's delivering from. But trust me, great commentary. And he'll be covering the game tonight. So, yeah, check that out, man. Put the link in, please.
Box, no, he's not emigrating. He's not emigrating. He's furthered his employment. What's the word like? He's got a better job.
Promotion.
Man.
He's promoting
life.
People have to achieve things in life, and Solo's an achiever. He's always striving to do better things in his life, and credit to him because he's got a wonderful family, and we have to sort of move on, keep moving.
I'm not sure he's going to get this link up, but look, even if you can get the link in the chat across the pond, I'm not sure you're still there, so I'm not sure we can do it. No, Ravja, no, we're not going to be doing it from this channel. But yeah, try and watch it on across the pond. You know we do, man. We don't keep things to ourselves out here. We're all one big happy fan channel family. You know what I mean? But look, from me and OMONDI.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for watching. We're out.